So hello, everyone. My name is Uliana. I'm from Syntho, and we do synthetic data for tabular data. No images, non-LLMs, just explaining. So before I will start, I would like to invite everyone to our booth, E26, so we can speak further. I will tell a little bit about Syntho itself. So we are a 3-year startup based in Amsterdam, and we do synthetic data for tabular data for enterprise clients. So we already have recognitions from Philips Award, we work with SaaS analytics experts, and we also have an award from NVIDIA. We do this because around the 50% of all data is locked. You cannot use it in terms of privacy and security reasons, and it's a huge missing data opportunities. So we help our customers to deal with the challenges that you cannot simply use the data, you cannot share it, and classic anonymization techniques really destroy the data you would like to use. So we help our customers to increase the data sharing, cooperation, to increase their revenue, and to allow the data they couldn't use in any other ways. So for now, we are working with the different industries. One, it's a healthcare industry, so with Cedars-Sinai, Lifelines, Erasmus MC. We work with governmental organizations like KVK and SBS who really need to innovate with the data. And we work with finance and insurance institutions who don't want to be known, as always. So a little bit about the tool itself. So with generative AI and what we do, we connect to your database, we learn all patterns and relationships within the database, and we create completely new artificial database with no one-to-one relationship. So with synthetic data, you don't have any privacy and security problems anymore. So we just take original one, create synthetic. So it's with high quality and high accuracy. So we see within our clients the 3 main use cases. One is analytics, second is test data, and third is data sharing. So the analytics, first of all, it helps customers to get the fast data access and to innovate, to do the POC, and then get the data if they need it. It also can be that data is trained on synthetic data, and then it's performed on the real data. So you don't need to share the data to everyone. The second use case is test data. So you and no one is allowed actually to use the real data as a test data. Everyone does it, but it's not allowed. So we're helping our customers to jump into the safer environment. So we're creating the synthetic production data for our customers to do test and development processes. And the third one is data sharing. So to combine the data from different countries, from different organizations, and also to sharing with the governmental institutions or within the industry is a big challenge. So now our customers do it with synthetic data, and it really helps them to do it really fast and scalable. All the time, it's also a question about the quality. So we do 2 things here. One, it's quality assurance report by Syntho. So we generate the report regarding the distributions, correlations, and bivariates, really to make sure the synthetic data is as good as real. And second one, we cooperate with SaaS analytics experts. So they evaluated our platform. We did the pilot with them about the churn prediction in banking. And we trained the 4 algorithms based on synthetic data, real data, and anonymized data. And here you can see the results of area under the curve. So as a result of this pilot project, we can state that synthetic data and real data is as good as real. But in terms of anonymized data, it really shows the worst results. How about the privacy regulators? Everyone is interested in that. So hopefully they are very fast on it. So they stated that synthetic data is the same type of data as anonymized and mock data. So they are not planning for now to introduce any new challenges regarding the synthetic data usage, what is really good for us and for our clients. The next, I will tell a little bit about the platform itself. So we develop our platform based on 3 pillars. One is private by design. We deploy on a customer infrastructure, and they can use it in their safe environment. Second one is accuracy. we build our own models because open source models doesn't perform and scale in an enterprise level architecture. And the third one, it's easy to use because we optimize as much as possible processes that our customers can generate the data by one click, even didn't know the data structure. So we help customers to utilize data with less risk, with more data, get faster access, and build the right data foundation for their organization. Here it's one of use cases with Syntho. It's a mannequin, don't scare. So what we do with them? Syntho, it's number 2 in the United States in terms of research and clinical trials. So they now with synthetic data, they do the data analytics for clinical research, for clinical trials. They share the data among the hospitals and within the industry, and they do the rarely categorical disease research based on synthetic data. So it helps them really to speed up the process of data access, and it really helps them to do the innovation faster. As I have 50 seconds more, everyone, again, invite you to our booth, E26. We will have a special proposal for everyone who will indicate they're interested to exploring synthetic data with Syntho. And yeah, really open to your questions.
Thank you, Julia. So I'll kick it off. So this space, privacy-preserving data processing is important. So there is federated learning, which is one approach. Synthetic data is one approach. And differential privacy, I think maybe like another. So kind of how do you see your approach based these other approaches and also other synthetic data players out there?
Yeah, so I think that one, it's that synthetic data is quite a new concept. So in terms of competition, it's not so big competition. So we have a couple of main competitors, but all of them are in relatively different fields. So now we are more focused on the healthcare and pharma. As also Syntho invested on us, we have really direct connection with the industry and with their needs. So we start to more focus on a healthcare. And in terms of a position, I think that when we enter the organization, we see the different interests from different stakeholders. So the privacy officers are really interested to give a data are private and secured. So they really relieve when they can do it with synthetic data. The data scientists do need to wait 9-12 months to get the data access so they can innovate faster. And the software development teams, they also are relieved because they have a good instrument to create the users and to do the test data into the updated environment, not to some artificial generated or based on the real users. So I don't know the one entry point we will took, but now what we see that entering the organization, we see the interest from different angles, and all the time when we work with companies, we try to help them to utilize as much use cases as needed, because we personally are not charging for a data amount, because we try and really to help our customers to use it as much as possible. So it's license fee monthly, and customers just don't afraid of a bill of the end of a year.
Yeah. One more question, then I think Rick has another one. So you mentioned regulation isn't going to be an obstacle, but is it a driver of your business? Kind of what's that looking like?
Yeah, I think it's a really, so now everyone also trying with the new regulations to understand how they will share the data with the industry among themselves. So it's no one unified approach for now, but regulations really is the pain point of every customer. So sometimes we enter from this angle, and then we just share the opportunities can be taken with synthetic data.
Rick?
Thanks. So the promise of synthetic data has been really big. And I was actually speaking to a chief data officer of one of our large banks here yesterday, thinking, what's happened to the promise of synthetic data? Because the actual usage of it, you need a really high volume, I think, to make your business model work. How do you see that happening? And when is your, I don't know if your business model is already viable, or what does that look like?
Yeah, so now we are on a stage that we will rise Series A in next year. So we are preparing for that. So we quite funded for right now. But what we see now, it's a phase when customers start to be more and more educated into synthetic data because it's completely new approach. So everyone are using mock data for test development, or they use the anonymized data. So they need to change their processes and behavior, like how they do it now. So it's a thing we are dealing with because we are a lot of educating our customers, like how you can use it. But in any case, they need to change this approach because anonymization takes too much time. You need to have people who really doing the anonymization in the right way, but it's also destroy a lot. So if you will ask, today I also spoke with pharma companies. They told, when we follow all this anonymization process, the data is useless. So we really help them to rethink the process they are doing now and to use synthetic data, but we have already the pilots within the banking and insurance companies.
Okay.
So I hope they will also appear on these logos because they're quite conservative, but we'll see.
Okay, well, last time. Thank you, Uliana.